Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. How are you? I'm just going to say a quick hello while we wait for everybody to get on. See if YouTube notifies a few people. How's it going? Happy Friday. Let me see, can I pull up Facebook right quick? I hope you guys are doing well. If you are not in our Facebook group, you should be. Get a lot of help over there, free resources. We're all about free. And also sign up for our email so you don't miss anything when we're going live, when we have specials. Hold on, I'm trying to get Facebook really quick. And we got a few new things going on, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me just see, can I get Facebook? If not Facebook, I'm sorry. You might have to wait. Alexis is supposed to join us. I'm not sure about Angela. But looks like I'm flying solo right now. Hey, Jenlyn, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Angela. So Facebook, please forgive me if I cannot say hi right now. Hi, V. Hargett. How are you? You made it to a live. Yes. Welcome. Well, for those of you who do not know, I am Kimmi. This is my channel, Notary Life with Kimmi. I'm usually joined by sometimes Angela and Alexis. They are part of the Notary Educators, the three of us together. So we each have our own notary businesses. And then together we form Notary Educators. And here's Alexis. Hi, Alexis.
Hello. How are you all?
How are you?
Doing well.
Welcome. Hey, Donna. Hey, Sphinx. How's it going? What's going on? Who else is that? Jay? Hi, welcome. And to everybody who will join us on the replay, I think I said hey to Angela. If I did not, hi, Angela. And our own Angela is not here right now. I'm not sure if she's going to join us. Hey, Donna. Hey, Curleen. What's going on? Happy Friday. So, Alexis, would you like to introduce yourself? I already did.
Yeah. So my name is Alexis Franklin. I am a part of Notary Educators. I also own my own notary business and apostille business. Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. I do everything under the sun. I've been doing notary for the past 3 years now. I think it's been almost 3 years. Yeah. Over here I do our loan signing stuff and Google My Business, a little bit of everything. But yeah, that's a little about me.
Yes. Well, welcome to you and to everyone that's joining us. Hey, Miss Marjorie. How's it going? I know Miss Marjorie's making some strides in her business. Congrats. Hey, Mitzi, Sherry. Hey, welcome. Well, guys, we're going to can you pull up Facebook for me, Alexis? I was unable to. If you could please pull it up. Thank you. And tonight's topic, guys, is should you correct another notary's mistake? What do you think before we get started? Hey, Facebook. It's Katrina from Ohio. Welcome. So I got my Detroit shirt on tonight. We're cousins, Ohio and Michigan. Hey, Regina, welcome. So what do you guys think before we get started? Put a 1 in the chat if you think we should correct it, and put a 2 if we should not. A 1 if you think we should correct it, and then a 2 if we should not. So should you correct another notary's mistake? Hey, from the Sunshine State. Who is that, Alexis?
Lisa Virgo.
So a lot of people are saying we should correct it. Angela's saying we should not correct it. A few people. Marjorie, Regina, Sherry says we should not. We should. We'll give a couple more. Should we correct it for a 1 and we should not for 2? V. Hargert says no. Donna says no. Sherry says, Carlene says no. Let's talk about it. Welcome to everybody that's joining us on the live and the replay. Again, tonight's topic is, should you correct another notary's mistakes? Let's first of all talk about why people make mistakes, because I have made mistakes. Have you made any, Alexis?
Oh, yeah.
When I first started, I tell a story. Go back and check one of my older videos. My errors that I've made. I made a mistake. I had to have Alexis go and fix it for me. So she did fix my error. So we're going to talk about that too, because there are ways that you are able sometimes to help your other notaries out. But let's talk about some of the errors that notaries make, and should you fix it? Okay, let's talk about that. Chantel says, hi, everyone. And yes, we should correct the paperwork and charge for it. Chantel, you've been watching Miss Angela too long. I love it. She said, we're going to fix it, but we're going to get the money.
We're going to charge for it.
Exactly. I love it. That is so funny. So Jay and Monica have different opinions. Andrea too. Hey, Natural Jesse, what's going on? So let's get right into it. So I wrote down a few. I don't know if Alexis has a couple or not, but we're going to start this. So the first one is, if the notary does not fill in all the blanks on the certificate, for example, like the venue. If you don't know what the venue is, you may need to be in training, because that's a basic notarial word that you should know, but I'll tell you what it is. The venue is the location of the signing. So if the notary forgot to put the venue and you know where that location is, should you fill it in for the notary? What do you think? Should you write on there? Yep. Marcel is correct. That would be a no-go. We are not writing on someone else's certificate. How would we handle that? What do you think we should do, Alexis, if they didn't fill it in? What do you think? We didn't talk about this. What do you think we should do? I don't know.
What I do, if any. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
If any mistake, like anything in general, my thing is to just do it again, do it over.
So if it's another person's notary thing and you're not able to, for example, say you're the second notary on a package, because I've had that happen before. It's a split signing. That means one person is in one place, another person is in another place. If that's a split signing, if it's in California, I cannot fix that. I cannot. It has to be fixed by the other notary. It has to, because the signer needs to be in front of you. If I'm in Georgia, unless it's a remote online situation. So we're not talking remote online notary tonight. We're talking just regular face-to-face. Okay.
So let me give you an example. Like for my apostille work, yes. I've had plenty of times where the notaries messed up the documents. The customer come to me like, hey, I already have it notarized. I just need you to get an apostille from you. In that case, when it's incorrect, that's when I'll just redo it. You're right. It's just,
You're right. So if the person is standing in front of you, and especially that's a very good example, because we can't tell you the number of times that all of us have had to correct someone else's apostille notarization because it's not done correctly. And if the notarization is not correct, that means you can't do anything else. So in that particular case, the signer is standing in front of you. Yes, you can fix it. But in my scenario, a split signing, that one person is in Florida, I'm in Georgia, I can't fix that, because I'm not getting ready to write all in his or her notarial block. I can't do that, right? So let's go to my next example. The notary did not print their name on the document, because a lot of notaries think, well, why I have to print my name? It's on my stamp. Now I'm the second notary again, or I'm doing an apostille, I'm taking it downtown or whatever. Should I write her name on the document where she forgot to print it or where she neglected to print it? What do you all think? Yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Hey, Frank, hit the like button, guys. Frank. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hey, June. No, you cannot. You cannot. I'm not writing anything on someone else's document, because Angela had a case today. So, for example, let's say that notary stamp says John A. Smith. They forgot to write anything when they went to print it, because sometimes a notarial block will say you have to print also. So say the notary didn't write John A. Smith. They didn't write anything. Well, you go in there, you write John A. Smith. Well, what happened with Angela's apostille notarization today is the person's actual name was Jonathan. Yes. So it was actually Jonathan A. Smith. So it will still be incorrect because it needs to match. Right. So when they tried to match the notary to the document, it was rejected. And she was standing right there. It was nothing she could do. It was nothing she could do. It was nothing. So what if you had taken it upon yourself and you're going to say, well, his name is John A. Smith. You don't really know his name is John A. Smith. His name is Jonathan. So now when it all gets down in the wash, my husband always said, if it don't get you in the wash, it'll get you in the rinse. If everything go hit the fan, now it's like, oh, so who wrote John? He said, I didn't write that. My name is Jonathan. Even though his stamp says something different. You see what I mean? So we're not getting in the habit of writing. We're not going to correct anyone else's stuff, okay? Let me give you another one, another scenario. Would you do this? If you are receiving a package, loan signing, anything, and you see where the notary has already put in there some extra pre-filled jurats, pre-filled acknowledgments that do not go with a document, do you take it upon yourself to just say, you know what? She shouldn't have blank ones in there. It don't go with anything, and tear them up? What do you think? Do you just destroy them and say, you know what? She really shouldn't put extra in there. I'm trying to help her out. Should you destroy her documents? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are we taking it upon ourselves to destroy another notary's documents? Even though, right, that would be a no. We are not taking it upon ourselves to destroy someone else's stuff. If they put some extra jurats or acknowledgments in there, we have to assume that they have been trained. Well, they probably haven't been, because if you took any training with us or anybody who's any caliber, you know you do not put blank acknowledgments and blank jurats just floating around. That's like a blank check, because they can put that with anything, okay? Okay, you cannot do that. So if you need some training, we'll be more than happy to help you. Notary Educators, LLC.com. But we are not floating blank jurats and blank acknowledgments. Now, that's not for us to decide why she did it. It's not for us to say, you know what, she shouldn't have did that. We don't need it, and tear it up. Now you just crossed the line. That's not your job, okay? So we're not doing that. Let's do another one. This is a good one, y'all. What if you are the second notary or whatever, and you realize that the first notary didn't do it correctly? Should you call them or email them? Should you call them, email them, or leave it alone? What do you think? Call, email, or leave it alone? You can put call, email, or leave it alone in the chat. What do you think? What do you think? Hey, everybody that's joining us. Monica said we should email them. Okay. Somebody on Facebook said leave it alone. Sorry, I can't see Facebook right now. Leave it alone on Facebook. Any other takers? Should we call them? Email them? Lachey said we should call them. And another Facebook user said leave it alone. So that's going to depend on a few factors, okay? Because I've seen a few things that were not correct. Yeah, Jay says leave it alone. Frank says we should call. Regina says leave it alone too. So that's going to depend on the factors, okay? If it's a local notary, I'm trying to get something accomplished, we can meet and get it straightened out, then I'm probably going to call and say, hey, Sally, I'm in Gwinnett. I noticed that you did ABC wrong, or, needs to be corrected. Could we meet somewhere? And maybe you could just change whatever, okay? Then you got to think about it. What if the client needs to be present in front of the notary again, right? And then back to Alexis's scenario, if you're able to fix it yourself, that means the client is standing in front of me. I can just, disregard their stuff and then put my own notarization, right? So I've never personally called anyone and said, hey, you've done something incorrectly. I don't email them. I don't call them. I leave it alone. I leave it alone. Whoever hired that other notary, when they get the package back, it may fly with them. I don't take it upon myself, and I could be wrong, but I don't take it upon myself to get in that other notaries, all stuff, and say, hey, you did ABC, and trying to correct them and trying to do all that. I just don't. I don't have time for that because there'll be a lot of errors out there. What's your thoughts, Alexis? If something is incorrect, do you think you should take time to notify the other notary that, hey, something is wrong? Email them, call them. What you think?
I never came. No, I never came upon a situation where I would have had to have. Mm-hmm. But if it was some way, I can't think of nothing off the top of my head where I would have to. But if I had to, then yeah. But I've never had to.
So I've never had to reach out. Yeah, I was thinking like if they were in proximity to me and we can get it corrected. But if they're in California, I'm not trying to figure out what time of day it is and this and that. Especially if it's not affecting anything that I'm doing. Right. I don't have time for that. So that's why training is so important. I know a lot of people try to tell you, well, watch a YouTube channel and figure it out. You don't have to pay nobody for training. You don't have to pay nobody. You can do it. You can do it. If it was that easy, it would not be so many errors in this notary space, okay? Brooklyn says, honestly, I would never correct another notary's mistakes. You should not. And that would be correct. That would be absolutely correct. I would let the hiring company handle it or whoever, especially if it's not affecting me getting the job done on my end. You know, because I've seen that before. It's like, oh, she really should have. But then again, It might fly. So I don't know. I really don't. I'm going to let y'all conscience be our guide. That's one of those questions like, should I or shouldn't I? And that's going to be situational too. Again, if it's something you could maybe meet them around the corner, they up the street. Hey, can we get this straightened out for this client? But on the norm, am I calling all across the country and saying, hey, you did ABC? Nah, probably not. Probably not. How about this one, guys? If they don't notarize. Oh, here we go. So what if they make a mistake, the other notary? It's like talking about the other woman or other man, right? What if the other notary made a mistake? Do you call the signing company and bust them out? Do you call and tell if you a split person? You one notary and you get a package. Hey, signing company ABC, Sally didn't notarize correctly. Do you call and tell on them? Ooh, yes or no? Do you call and tell on them? What's your thoughts, Alexis?
So I've had that happen with a split signing. I could tell.
Did you call and tell on them?
No. No, because they're going to review the documents, you know. They'll catch it. I just worry about me and what I have to do in that situation.
Yes. Who was that on Facebook said they wouldn't throw somebody under the bus?
Let's see.
Regina says no.
Lisa Virgo.
Lisa, I agree. I'm not throwing them under the bus. And again, sometimes, even though I know it should be ABC, the signing companies don't even know what should really be happening. So if it flies on their end and they let it go, okay. Jenna says I will let them know about the error if it will affect my signing. I'm in agreement. Anything that's going to stop my signing from happening, I need to let them know. But the rest of it, we are not the notary police. We're not. Now, could we be a notary friend if the situation presented again? Yes. But I'm not getting ready to call a signing company and say, girl, let me tell you what she did to your papers. That ain't going to fly. That's not your business. We are not the notary police. So we don't want to take it upon ourselves to correct another person's notarization. We don't want to take it upon ourselves to throw out their stuff. That's not our business. We want to be very professional, like Jenlyn is saying in the chat. Right. We are not doing that. Okay. So we are not snitching on the other person. I'm thinking that. What they say, snitches get stitches. So you don't want the other notary to find you and track you down in your business. But we are not the notary police, okay? But we're not perfect. So we do want to help where we can. If you can meet the other person or something. But again, just calling people out the blind. Girl, you know you ain't do that, right? That's not going to go over well. It's just not. So we don't want to be tampering with seals or anything, because you might end up catching yourself a case out there. If you fraudulently dealing with somebody's notarial block and it gets back, well, I didn't do that. Oh, Kimmi filled it out. Well, why is she touching it? Okay, snitches get stitches. These notary streets can be brutal. So we are not doing that, okay? So hopefully this was just an informational thing for you. If you've never thought about it, if you've never had it happen to you yet, we try to bring you topics that are actually happening out there. And again, Angela had something today that happened with her. The situation I gave you earlier was a true situation about the notary's name being different, completely different than what they signed. So even as you as a notary, just a takeaway tip too, you want to make sure that the way you sign with your state is the way your stamp is. Everything matches, because it can stop someone's apostille from being processed. On most notarizations, it doesn't matter. You should always sign correctly. Always sign correctly, because you never know. One day it has to be, verified. But especially when you're doing apostilles, you have to get it correct. You have to. Okay, so let's take some of your questions. What questions do you guys have for us for a few minutes? We're going to hang out. Any questions while we're waiting on your questions? I'm going to show you my books that I wrote for every single state. For those of you who are new, start your notary business in South Carolina, Washington, Indiana. All 50 states have their own book, literally. So you can check them out at notaryeducatorsllc.com. All 50 states plus Washington, D.C. has their own Start Your Notary Business book. And in the book, we go over literally step-by-step how to start your business. Also, what else we have going on? Sign up for the Facebook group if you are not a member. Sign up for the email list if you are not receiving them. May I ask, did anyone receive their email today letting you know we were going live?
Yes.
I'm glad you saw your email, Alexis.
I did.
Are you all receiving the emails? Did you sign up for the email list? Just a quick one if you did. Let me know. Yay! When is the next Zoom? Oh, Latoya, we have been talking about that. So we don't have one scheduled. Oh, good. Yes, people are getting their emails. I see that. We don't have one scheduled yet. Since you did ask, let me ask you what day is better for you all. Oh, good. Everybody got their email. Good. Do you guys prefer, hey, Patricia, oh, good. So you got the emails. So sign up for those. Do you guys prefer the Frank? Yes. Oh, thank you. We appreciate it. Who's that on Facebook? Love the lives.
Lisa Virgo again.
Hey,
thank
Lisa.
You, Lisa.
Hey, TT Shara. What's going on? Welcome, everybody. And to those on the replay. So normally we were doing them on Sundays. And what happens is, and that's why we're kind of, and you guys we're going to talk real talk right here. So feel free to jump in the chat and give me your opinion. So what's been happening is we have 90 slots for those free notary monthly meetups we've been doing, 90. Everybody signs up and said they're coming. And then only 25 show up. So that's not fair to the rest of the people that could have took those slots, right? So this is our dilemma. And this is why we haven't done one yet, because we're just trying to really be as generous and fair about everything as we can. So how do you think we should do? What do you think we should do in order to get people to really commit to coming to the event once they've taken up that space? We're thinking about adding a $1.99 fee, $2.99, something like that, $3.99, so you can be invested once you reserve that space. It's just like going to a concert. If you're doing a free concert and everybody said they coming and nobody shows up, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. And I pay money for Zoom. Everything we do costs money, literally. I just did my taxes and I'm getting ready to disclose that with you all. Not what I made, everything, but all the fees that are associated with running a business. I'm getting ready to do that video. It is so many. Oh my goodness. It is so many. I hope to get it recorded in the next couple of days. But I didn't realize how many fees I had associated with doing YouTube. So everything costs. So I'm thinking, so do you guys think $1.99, $2.99, $3.99? What would you be willing to pay to even come to that event? And the only reason I want to put a fee to it, we've discussed it as a group, is because, again, people are taking up those slots where, Jay says a small fee. I'm thinking that. I'm really thinking that. So we're $2.99 sounds fair, Sharon? Okay. I was thinking about $2.99 too, because what we really want to do is just ensure that if you pay your money, you're probably more vested in coming. And we really do put our heart and soul into those events. Anything we do, we give you everything. We don't try to hide anything. So for those other people that couldn't come, I should be able to tell y'all off the bat, but I'm not going to. So let me see. I can't figure. So that's 65 people that could have came to the event, but everybody was signing up. I want to come. I want to come. I want to come. I want to come. And again, even for us, we took time from our day. It cost me Zoom. Yeah. So Latoya says she definitely. So I think the $2.99. I'm seeing $2.99. So I think that's what we'll probably do for the next one. It's just something to get you all. $2.99. No, it ain't gonna be $25, Nicole. No, it's $2.99. That's fine. I just really want the person that says they're coming to be committed. So what questions do you have? So, one last thing I wanted to ask you all, and thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Yes. So $2.99 should be good. Folks yep. That way they'll be committed to coming. So I think we'll try that. We'll definitely try that. So last question, and then I want your comments. Go ahead and put your chat or whatever questions you have so Alexis and I can help you. Last question I have for you is, what day of the week? We've been doing them on Sundays. Does Sunday tend to work for everybody, or we want to try Friday? What day would you like to have this, the next meet and greet? We could try a different day. Let me know. What do you think? What day of the week? Sunday or Friday? Carlene says Friday. Looking like Friday. Okay. Friday, Sunday for Sharon. Okay. Couple Sundays, couple Fridays. So we'll keep looking Friday, Sundays. It's looking half and half, y'all. Do we need to do two? Do we need to do two events? It look like Sunday. Friday after 7.
Okay.
Will there be a cancellation policy also, aka 48 to 72 hours I work in a hospital? No, not for that purpose by design. And welcome. That looks like a new name for us. Hey, welcome everybody who's new tonight. No, because it's $2.99 one. And again, you did take the slot. So yeah, I don't have time to be going back and say, okay, I'm gonna get this person $2.99. I don't run my regular business like that. So y'all know I ain't getting ready to play that over here. I keep my business very simple. So that's why I want to keep the price low too. Kimberly saying Monday. I can't wait. I'm having training this Sunday with you. Oh, hey, with who? Alexis? Or you know what? I think it might be with Angela Lachey. Is that the Notarize Like a Pro? I was like, because I have training on Sunday.
Oh yeah, no, I do have a training, but
that might be with Angela on Sunday. But I'll probably pop in, but I think that might be Angela has a class on Sunday. Yeah. But we can't wait to have you, Lachey. That'd be great. Right. We're looking forward to it. And you're definitely going to walk away feeling, okay, I just caught the end of that, $2.99 instead of $25. Okay, purpose by design. Okay, very good. So what questions do you have about your business tonight? Oh, good. Yes, we'll see you Sunday, Lachey. We can't wait to have you. That's probably Notarize Like a Pro. Very good. Yep. So what questions do you all have for us tonight? We have one from Facebook, look like, Alexis. Thank you all for your support and questions and everything. So look for the, if we have to, we might end up doing a Sunday event and then also do a Friday night. Seems like we might have to do 2 different events. So we might could pull that off. I have to get with the ladies and see what our schedules are. That's why we haven't been live actually till today, because this week was crazy. Last week was too. I just had a lot going on. My person that was kind of like my mentor, he was on vacation. So he was sending me a lot of jobs, and his jobs tend to be very far. Very far. Latoya said highway robbery. Yeah, $2.99. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Okay, wait a minute. I think that goes to a part 2. Okay, Alexis, you want to hit that Facebook question, and then we'll get Latoya's question.
Yeah, so
Or
that's
statement.
Lisa. Huh, That's Lisa Virgo. She says, "What are some things I should be doing until I get approved from the state of Florida for my commission?"
You want to handle it?
I'll let you handle it since you got the notarizer pro.
Yeah. So while you're waiting, Lisa, I would definitely get my state handbook and start reading it. Get your handbook and start reading it cover to cover. I asked somebody the other day, have you read your handbook? And they said, I kind of skimmed through it and highlighted a few things. I mean, I want you to read it cover to cover. Literally, cover to cover. I've read mine now twice. And I still will have to refer to it if somebody asks me some questions. But I need you to have a good foundation. So that's the first thing I would be doing while you're waiting is read your handbook, download it, buy it, whatever you got to do for the state of Florida, and read it, and then get that good foundation as to what you can do. Because you're just starting out, I would also buy my book, How to Start Your Notary Business in the State of Florida, because each state has their own book. And I'm going to talk about one step you won't need because you've already started getting your commission, but it's going to teach you how to build out that business step by step. Then the next thing I would recommend is our Notarize Like a Pro, because you got to know how to properly notarize. Either you're going to self-teach, or you can try to watch some YouTube videos, and then maybe we don't want you to be these notaries that we talking about fixing errors and stuff. We want you to do it like a pro, notarize like a pro. So we have either live training with that or self-paced, and they're actually on sale right now, 60% off. Coupon code is WIN23. You own it, and you don't have to test out or anything like that, okay? So those are your first few steps in becoming a notary in every state. Get that handbook, get your commission, get my book if you don't have it, and build out that business, and then come to us for your basic notary training, okay? Latoya says, I had a person who called me for a POA, but was in isolation at the hospital. Plus, she needed me to provide the witness. When I notified her that my fee was $75, she told me that was a highway robbery. Huh? I didn't do it. I wouldn't have done it. Right. Did you do it? I wouldn't have did it. And you in isolation, the risk alone was worth $200. And even that, I might not have did it. Then isolation, I don't know. But I know under $75 was a no-go. Plus, you had to provide the witness. No. So you always start with your state fee when it comes to pricing. Hey, you're welcome, Monica. Always start with your state fee when it comes to pricing. But Latoya, you are right on the money. The higher risk, all that. I'm not going into no ICU. Even during the height of COVID, people were charging a surcharge because of the risk involved, you know? So I don't know, what if you should do that or not. That's a business decision. But I'm all for making sure it's fair and making sure you want to do it. I don't like doing jobs where later on I feel like, dang, I did that. I hate doing jobs like that. And I just priced one the other day. Matter of fact, he didn't call me back. Short story. He was an hour and 15 minutes from me. Repeat client. He wanted me to print a document for him and bring it to him an hour and a half away and then notarize it when I got there. And I told him a certain price and he didn't call me back. I don't care. Because I wouldn't. And I gave him two options, matter of fact. I was like, half price if he came to me. I was going to do it for half if he came to me. I haven't heard back from him. I think it might have been too pricey. And I'll be honest with you, to print one document, drive it to him, the price that I quoted, I personally felt it was too much. I went back and forth. But this is not charity work. It costs gas to go an hour each way, hour 15 each way. That's 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. Yeah. I can't do that for $50. I'm not in the business of losing money. I'm not. So do I think it was too much? No, Latoya. I think you did the right thing. And every client is not your client. I think we'll talk about that in the next coming weeks. So where do I get the handbook from? Oh, go ahead, Alexis.
I was just going to say, I don't think people understand sometimes the whole picture. They just are thinking about the actual action of getting their document notarized. Whereas you got to think about, like, you're sitting in your hospital bed. How many people are about to come to you to do anything
Not many.
business related?
Not
Not
many.
many. So to me, $75 was good, because me personally, I would have been charging one something. That's just me personally. And I have before multiple times. If I'm going to any type of hospital where I have to navigate the hospital, drive, um, especially for me where I'm at, I have to drive to Atlanta. That's a long ways. I'm charging a lot more. So I think your fee was definitely fair. So don't think when somebody says that's too much, or don't think or question your prices. Just remember, everybody has a different outlook on the whole picture of us notaries. Some people get it, some people don't quite get it. Sometimes you have to break it down for them.
So yeah, and again, I don't think that was too steep. Miss Marjorie thought that might have been a little steep. I'm kind of like Alexis. I don't even go to the hospital for under 3 digits normally. Okay, it's very rare because it's just too much involved. You got to pay for parking, navigate it. You could be at the hospital for 2 hours. You got to wait for them to get a procedure. You know, the family got to come in and make sure they're awake. I mean, it's a lot involved. If you don't have my specialty general notary book or course, you probably want to look into that before you start doing general notary work. And then you will see why she priced it the way she did. You will understand it. So kudos to you. Next one, Alexis.
Next question on Facebook.
Yes.
That was, where can I get, that's Lisa.
8:30.
Lisa Virgo, where can I get the handbook from?
The same place you apply for your commission. So go to Florida Notary, whatever your website is, and look for your notary handbook for your state. If you buy my book, most of the books I've already attached a link for it or try to tell you how to get it. Okay. But you don't have to buy my book for that. You can just go to to the Florida Notary Commission and download it, or either some are electronic. Our state is not electronic. We have to have a paper book. Okay. So Facebook, who is that on Facebook? So they signed up for NSA course?
That's Katrina Henry. I signed up for the NSA course. It's a lot of information. How soon do you think you should start doing signings? I got the most expensive package. It came with a lot of study aids. So personally, it depends on how ready you feel. A lot of people, after doing the NNA's package, even the most expensive one, still are kind of like, okay, well, what do I do? So it just depends on how you feel. If you feel like you're confident and you're ready to go, then go for it. If you feel like you need some more information, like where you can sign up for different signing companies, how exactly does the whole assignment look from beginning to end? If you need more information is definitely out there, like on YouTube. You can also take our course, the loan signing online, the loan signing A to Z online self-paced course on our website, and it's 60% off too as well.
So let's talk about that a little bit more. So the NNA course is great. I took it. Angela took it. We all took the middle package. The largest package comes with a whole lot of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I wish that I had Alexis's course when I started. Why? Because it's so simple. It's just a real signing. You don't have to, it don't take hours. That took 6 hours, I think, for me to finish the NNA's course. And Alexis gets it done in 3 live, 2 to 3 hours. And it just doesn't take all of that. So unfortunately, what I find in all industries, not just because I'm actually going through a situation myself. I'm having, I can't say too much because in case the person watches my channel, but the situation is I have a service and a product that I need. And I've been talking to someone and they've been giving me information, right? And they've given me so much information. It's very helpful. But it's so much. It's just overwhelming. I was almost in tears yesterday. Okay. I'll be really frank with you guys. And I'm almost in tears now because I was in that state that I got that worked up over something that's not even. The internet is going out a little bit. I'm trying to put it on my Wi-Fi. Hold on my hotspot.
Okay.
Going out. Okay. Hopefully y'all hearing this and it's not going out because on my end I kind of flicker a little bit.
Back.
I was so stressed out yesterday. And again, the person was trying to help me, but it was just so overwhelming. And it put me at odds with my husband. We were talking about it because neither of us understood. But you know how that happens sometimes. It's like you don't understand, I don't understand, and because of that causes the problem. And then the person is trying to help you, it wasn't helpful. So I say all that to say this. The information from the internet is very nice, right? But it's just so much that you may not ever get started. Alexis's self-paced course and her live training, we created it together, the three of us. So we know exactly what you need to get started. And that's how I felt how you all feel when you're looking for notary training yesterday. I felt that. It's so much information. I get so many emails and people say, oh, I was listening to this person. I was listening to that person. It's just so much. And then when they finally find us, it's like, oh, it's clear. You mean I really don't have to do ABC? So upon doing my own research today in my personal situation that I was referring to, I found out that I don't have to do all of this other stuff that the person was telling me about. And again, it was under the heading of being helpful, so I could be knowledgeable. But they don't know I was almost in a panic attack. And that's not me. I'm super cool. I'm like, give me the knowledge. I want to know. And again, I put myself in your shoes as notaries looking to be trained in this industry. And I told Jeffrey, I said, I see how they feel. And I pray that I don't let anything else ever get me that unhinged, because again, it wasn't life or death, but it's a decision that we have to make. And it's very important, but it wasn't life or death. It ain't cancer. It ain't which cancer treatment should I take. So in all, I should not have gotten that upset about it, but I'm human. And I was just overwhelmed. I don't know if you've ever been in that state before. And I know some of you have, because when you call us sometimes, you've spent so much money on training, you just don't know what to do. And once we add some clarity to it, then it's like, oh, you can feel the relief. It's almost brought us to tears when we do intake calls. It really has, because it's like, man, Miss Kimmi, I wish I had found y'all 6 months ago. I wish I had found you, before I spent $2,000-$3,000 here. Yeah. Alexis's course right now is on sale for what, 70 something. The live training starts at 150 something. I mean, so whatever. But I said all that story, guys, not to be dramatic, but again, I could really feel for you all when you're looking for whatever information you're looking for. And it's just so much and you don't know what to do. So again, the course is good at the internet, but this is what we recommend at Notary Educators. Take the smallest package, because in order to work in the industry, you must have your background check and what is it?
Your exam
to work with the signing companies. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm having a moment. You must have that. So and then from there, double back over here or reverse. You can start with Alexis first, and some people say that helped them to pass the test. So you got a couple options, okay? Which way you want to do it. But the only thing we really recommend is probably the smallest package. And if you're that person where you'd like to invest it maybe in the middle and do both, but most people end up doubling back because they still just don't know what to do. It's so much, like you said, it took me 6 hours, I think, and that was Russian. Yeah, it took me 6 hours. Yeah. So let's go to the next question. So Miss Lachey said, Kimmi, I would love for you to teach me LOL, do you live in Atlanta? I have my commission need training on paperwork that I have to notarize. So I just received your book. Oh, thank you for buying it, Miss Lachey. I am in Atlanta. I do one-on-one trainings. Just check out notaryeducatorsllc.com to see which training you would like to participate in. It would be our pleasure. I have the self-paced courses. I do one-on-ones for either basic or we do the full Notarize Like a Pro A to Z. So just see which class you would prefer, and it would be my honor. Okay. And then we do group training, but I don't know that we'll have any for the month of May. I think Angela may be doing a class. We'll see. But I personally probably won't be offering any in the month of May. We kind of divided up the classes just a little bit because it didn't make sense for all of us to be in one class, and it's, a fewer amount of students. So we're trying to keep them smaller. So we are doing a lot of one-on-one training right now. People are really loving one-on-one. They want private too. So I was just like, okay, I don't mind doing one-on-one. None of us do. So we've been doing a lot of one-on-ones. So Latoya says, no, I didn't do it. Oh yeah, Latoya, you right, girl. Oh, Kimberly likes the Mentor Mondays. So our schedules with the Mentor Mondays, guys, it got to be, we did it all last year. That was our goal to start. And our schedules this year are just so crazy. Angela's been doing so much with the apostille industry. I'm doing a lot in apostilles myself. Alexis already was doing it also. And she's doing more with her Google My Business. And so it's just a lot in our own personal businesses too. So we try to do everything. I don't know, for those who don't know, I started another channel called Healthy Life with Kimmi. So I'm working on my health. So join me over there if you want to watch that journey. So trying to lose a few pounds. I'm almost at 10. So I'm working on that. That's Healthy Life with Kimmi if you want to join me over there. Now, don't join just to support me, though, because that messes up my channel. If you're really not interested, don't join. Don't hit subscribe thinking you helping me, because that doesn't help, okay? Only come and watch if you want to. I appreciate the support, though, but only come if you really want to watch it. Let's see. Purpose by Design says that's because the hospital, they are using a chaplain or medical records notarizing the living will only for free. So sometimes they do, but most of the times you would be surprised the number of hospitals that do not have a notary on staff. They do not, and they do not allow their staff to serve as witnesses either. So you probably want to check out again my specialty general notary book or the specialty general notary course, so you can do that like a pro. Because just some people say, well, it's just notarizing documents. It's just notarizing documents. It's a little bit more to that, the specialty general notary work. It really is, guys. So a lot of times people say, don't buy this, don't buy that. Yeah, you don't have to buy it. But when you go out there and mess up somebody's power of attorney, or you start trying to charge $200 and you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to be pretty. It's not. Chantel says to Latoya, I don't think it was high. And you bringing a person to the hospital, I would have told that person you can get to UPS. They were in the hospital, so they couldn't go to UPS. And that's another reason why you gotta, charge for that. That's a premium service. You gotta pull somebody else out their house to come and notarize your paper. And I'm not benefiting from that paper at all. Now, why would I do that? Why am I so interested in that person's paper or document? Tell me why. Now, as a notary, I'm a public official, ... But I'm paying bills over here. I'm paying real bills with this notary money. So I can't call Georgia Power and say, well, I went to the hospital last week and that person couldn't afford to pay me. Georgia Power wants their money. Okay? Gas South wants their money. So this is my business. And if you don't want to pay what I have or what I'm offering you, then yes, you need to find an alternative. And I'll tell you quickly, have you checked your bank? Have you checked UPS? Oh, no, they can't do it. They don't do these. They can't do I-9s. They can't do it. They can't do it. Well, by the time you call me, I am not your friend. I am going into a contract with you. I am I'm providing you a service. I don't have contracts, so don't ask me that, child. But I'm providing a service at that point. Okay. And then June says, I've taken the class, Notarize Like a Pro. It was very helpful. Oh, you're so welcome, Miss June. I enjoyed you too. So yes, Miss June did take the class. I'm very appreciative. It was my pleasure, Miss June. Thank you for the shout out too. Marjorie says, what do you think of notary registry for a witness or a job that you can refer to someone? What do you think of a notary registry for a witness or a job? I don't have a signing service. I have no interest in notary registries for me, like signing you all up or anything like that. If you want to start one, you could certainly do it. I know Ebony has one, Ebony 57 Sisters. You could definitely check it out because she always says she can't find nobody to actually complete the jobs. I'm not a member, so I can't recommend it. Because I can't say I've received work from there because I'm not signed up. But I know she's always saying she can't find anyone. So you may check that out. Now, if you want to start your own registry, Marjorie, again, you might even do a little homework because it's kind of hard to get people to commit. That's the problem. So as far as me starting a registry, I keep my business simple, Marjorie. I don't do signing services. I don't do, because I'm a control freak, okay? In case you guys did not know, I want to make sure every document is correct. I am not playing around. I can't sleep at night wondering, did she get everything notarized? Did he do this? I'm not that person. You talking about somebody want to scan back? If I had a signing service, there is no, I'd be like, I'm going to sit right here while you do the signing. I would not make any money because I would like the documents correct. I am a control freak when it comes to documents. I want to make sure that they are correct. I tell my clients I'm double checking, triple checking. So I could not have any kind of signing service, notary registry, or none of that. Not where I'm responsible for someone else. Even when I give out a job, well, I only give out jobs to certain people. Marcel, Ladero, because we train them so we know they know what to do. And that's the other piece. If I ever did, which I'm not doing it. But if I ever did do a signing company, it would only be people that have trained with me. I would be that person. I would be that person because I wouldn't want to take the risk. I can't sleep at night knowing that I gave somebody a $250,000 assignment and they might not do it right, that they decided they're going to be a Facebook notary and take my client's documents. I could not do it. I actually have a video on starting a signing service. So if you haven't watched it, go find it. Some of the pros and cons. But yeah, and it would be a good idea for me actually, because we have over 4,000 in our Facebook group. Over 4,000 or 3,000. I think we're over 4,000. I can't even think right now. Let me see. I think it's 4,000. I'm having a blank.
We over 4,400.
Yes, almost 5,000. So I would not be able to sleep at night. I would have to have, the person would have to have trained with us. So right now, signing service is not on my agenda. What about you, Alexis?
Look, I was laughing at you. You said, you a control freak. I'm like, y'all, will we be doing stuff over here with notary educators? Boy, let me tell y'all. Love Kimmi. She be like, let me see. Let me see. We're going to do it this way. We're going to do this, that.
Yeah.
To the T.
And that's because I wanted to be right.
Like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to be like that.
Yeah, I want it to be right. So I know Angela and Alexis love me very much. I know this because I am that person. You talk about not micromanage, but it's like, and I let them look at my stuff before I put something out, before I do anything. Because I want to make sure I'm not above asking for help. So signing service registries, no way. Oh, how about you, Alexis? Would you have
one? No. That's a whole nother business in itself. I don't even think I would have time to fit that into my life. Not right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Even now, when I give somebody a job, I just give it to them. I try to get a kickback, or you need to give me $10. You need to give me $20. I think that's a topic we should do for a conversation, though. Why? Because I get that all the time. I've had clients hear me give another notary work, and they say, "Oh, that's smart. So you get some money from that too." No, I just give it to them. So let's talk about that one night. I'm gonna write that down as a topic. Should you charge the other notary when you give them work? All right, let's see what else we got. Purpose by Design said my price is my price. You're right. Donna says that was almost a tank of gas. Excuse me, y'all. Donna says, I had some what I had earlier. I had some cheese and a vinaigrette. I think that's causing me to have a little irritation because I'm highly allergic to most things, but I still eat it anyway. Oh, you know why I'm coughing a little bit? Oh, this gonna be it, y'all. I'm gonna take a couple more of these calls. These questions because I really want to get to them because I went off on a tangent. But I had, excuse me, I had to think about what I had earlier because I'm like, why I got this tickle in my throat? I had vegan ice cream, vegan oatmeal. It was made with oatmeal, but it was cookies and creams ice cream, cookies and cream, but it was made out of oatmeal. So I think I'm having a little allergy. I'm not gonna fall out, but I do have a tickle in my throat. Usually when I do have this tickle, it's because of something I've eaten. So that's what it was, the oatmeal ice cream. But it was called vegan. And I didn't ask what it was until after I had eaten it, of course. So Donna says that was almost a taking gas. Yeah, we got that one. $2. Yep. LB. It's not $2. LB says, hey, ladies, thank you for your content. Just getting started when claiming mileage. Can you deduct round trip? Thank you. What's your thoughts, Alexis?
Talk with your tax professional.
Yes, talk with your tax professional. So full disclaimer, we are not tax accountants, but I will say this, and they'll tell you too. So we use Notary Gadget. If you haven't signed up yet, check out my link at notaryeducatorsllc.com. But I will say this to that to answer that question. I wasn't leaving my house to go anywhere but that signing. So in my opinion, and this is how I even do some of my calculations, I wasn't leaving my house to go there, so I got to get paid to come back too. Okay, round trip. Now that's my opinion. I'm not a tax professional. That's how I run my business. That's how I run Notary. What's the name of my business? That's how I run None Better Mobile Notary. That's how I run None Better Mobile Notary. It's a round trip fee. One time a lady told me that she was an hour away, right? I love these hour away calls. So I said, so you're an hour away. Actually, I think she was 30. She was 30 because it was going to take me an hour total. I said, so you're 30 minutes away and then 30 minutes back. She said, oh, I have to pay for the round trip. Yes, because I wasn't coming to your city. I was about to say that to me. What happened, Alexis?
Somebody said that to me. And I was in my head like, what? I'm at home. Yes, you gotta pay for everything. Every time this car move an inch, you gotta pay for it.
What'd you say? Every time the car move an inch. Every time the car move people. Yes. I was at home minding my business. You call me. Yes, it's round trip. And anyway, Quick Trip ain't gonna say, okay, we gave you enough gas to get there for free. Quick Trip want round trip. That gas is round trip. They'll say we're gonna give you half the trip for free. The car had to go there. Now the car got to come back. This is not the Jetsons. Okay, round trip. Okay, that's my opinion. In case you get in the Facebook group and somebody say something about it, that's how Kimmi runs her business. Yeah. Okay, so don't be mad. Don't be talking about me. She said round trip. Don't quote me because I'm gonna be like, what? You can pull a video if you want to, but that's how I said I run my business. Okay, that's how None Better is ran. Round trip. All right, like Alexis said, every mile count. Tyra says if she has to provide the witnesses, you have to also pay your witness. I think the price was too low. Come on, Tyra, you are correct. Now you're gonna pay me $50 to come to an ICU where you contaminated, and then I gotta pay the witness $25 out of that. I'm gonna go home with $25. No,
right.
Plus, I probably had to pay for parking $10. So now you at 15. And I had to wait for you for 3 hours because the doctor had to come and take you to get an x-ray. Does that not happen, Alexis?
My bad. Yeah. All the time.
All that happened just like that. Jay said, I just took the Notarize Like a Pro self-paced and it was great. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah, appreciate it. Okay, let's go faster. Who's on that Facebook? Okay, we're gonna skip the thank yous in the greetings, okay? June says I have done a POA in a hospital. Thank God South Jersey parking is free. Yes, June, but don't forget all your other expenses. We're not just talking about parking. We're talking about your time and energy. We talked about that on Sunday too, right? You want to look at what kind of paper it is, how long, how many people. Because if you got 4 people to identify, that's 4 different signers. More time. Time equal money. Sharon says the NNA package did not prepare me for loan signing. I took additional training. And that's what we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're saying. It's a nice package and everything. It's a whole bunch of stuff. And they got to make you feel like you're getting the value, right? Excuse me. They got to make you feel like you get value. So next, TT Shara says, hello, ladies. State of Florida is called Governor's Reference Manual for Notaries Public. Thank you. So get that Governor's Reference Manual for Notaries Public, okay? AKA your handbook, okay? AKA, that's what you're going to hear in the industry. No, that's what it's called, the handbook, okay? You hear everybody say that. Thank you for clarifying what it's actually called, though. Purpose by Design says, I think you priced it right. I intervened on behalf of a notary family, thought she charged too much, broke down the risk, insurance liability. I didn't even think about all that. Purpose by Design. You got your bond insurance. You got your E&O insurance. You got your car insurance. You got your tires. Oh, y'all tiring me out. Come on. All right. Everybody's welcome. Purpose by Design says, able to provide. I have an attorney will come to you. She's doing this discount. Readily agree. Yeah, once you explain to them, they have to feel the pain. They have to feel it. Go ahead, Alexis. Who's that on Facebook at 842?
That's Lisa Virgo. With your notary training courses, is it for all of the state? Yes, we pride ourselves. Every last state, we got you. You're good to go for loan signing and for the Notarize Like a Pro.
Yes. Every training we offer, everything we do at Notary Educators is for all 50 states plus Washington, D.C. Why? Why do we train like that? Because all of your documents are not going to come from Florida. All of my documents do not come from Georgia. In fact, 90% of them come from another state. So you need to know how to notarize a piece of paper, not based on where it comes from, okay? For all of those you listen to me and those on the replay, you need to not worry about what state you're in. You need to know if you know how to notarize. Just like you take a surgeon that does open heart surgery, right? If he knows how to do open heart surgery, he can perform a surgery in Georgia, Florida, California, Indiana, Ohio, Hawaii. It don't matter. He's an open heart surgeon, right? As a notary, all your documents are not going to come all pretty and polished from the state of Florida. They're not going to all be pretty and polished from the state of Georgia. They're going to come from all over the world. I do notarizations for stuff in Jamaica, Spain, India. Okay, you need to know how to do this. That's another story. Okay, next.
Who's next? Chantel Anthony?
Chantel says, Kimmi, what test are you talking about from the NNA? I already took the test for the commission. If you want to be a notary signing agent, Chantel, then there's a test that you have to take with the NNA if you want to work with all the signing companies. So you don't have to take it, but if you want to work with like SnapDocs and stuff, you must be NNA certified. That's no option. Nobody gets around that. And that's an annual test too. It's open book also. Patricia says, yes, the one-on-one with Alexis regarding Google My Business. She was so helpful and has lots of patience. Good vibes. Oh,
hey,
you want to address that,
Patricia.
Alexis?
Yes, Patricia was amazing. How are you? You have to email me and let me know everything that's going on that we talked about.
All right. Curleen says, is the NNA membership worth it? I just did a video on that yesterday, so please watch it. I'm very detailed. Miss Curleen, if you'll check it, I literally just released that 2 days ago. So please find it. Is the NNA worth it? Okay. That's it. Curleen says, I'm on with the fence with NNA. I love the emails they send. Verify, keep a watch on my insurance. They're also available if you need them. Yep. I love the NNA. I really do. You like things decent and in order. Yes, girl. Marcel says she laughing. Yes, she is a control freak. Hi, Marcel, Chica. I'm sorry. She says, when I need to be your witness, I leave home early to get there 5 minutes early because I know you will call.
Okay.
Love you, though. I love you too, Marcel. She helped me out a couple times last week. Yes, anybody that works for me know it's all done in love. It's all done in love. Carlene says, purpose by design. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate this getting started and need a personal touch. Yep, it'll be our pleasure. Vegan ice cream, how was it, girl? It was amazing. Other than me having this tickle in my throat now because I'm allergic.
Was it that white container?
Huh?
Was it a white container? Did you or you?
I was at Brewster's. I was at Brewster's.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah, it was good. Now that don't mean it was less points, as me and my family was talking about. That don't mean it was less points, but it was really delicious. And I do have this tickle that I did not have today. And as I thought about it, because my mother-in-law asked me, she said, hey, what happened when you eat it? And I said, oh, I get like a little eczema, which I do. Probably see it tomorrow. Just a little bit, like a little patch somewhere. And this is a TMI, y'all. But we going here really quick. And I ate the ice cream. So nothing happened there. But now I have like a slight tickle in my throat. And it is from the ice cream, the vegan oatmeal ice cream. So I really, because I've had it in coconut before too, and I have a slight coconut allergy. But if I didn't eat nothing I was supposed to, I wouldn't even have nothing to eat. I really would be on water. So Ferlene says, what's the difference between Notarize Like a Pro and Notarize from A to Z? So the notary, we have 2 notary classes. When you look at the website, we have the Notary Basic, and that's just teaching you how to notarize. But from A to Z, the live trainings, that's the 2. It's 2 live trainings that you can do one-on-one. And one of them is just, like I said, you and I, or Angela, we're going to teach you how to notarize properly. But the A to Z on the live training is us teaching you also how to build your business. So just really read the descriptions. They're very clear. And you can make a decision like that. Hey, Miss Nikki, Marcel said, yes, round trip for sure. So if they out of town, do they have to pay to fly back? No. That's why you need to know how to notarize. If you're talking about, I'm saying your documents going to come from all over the world. No, you need to know how to notarize. If somebody bring you a document.
No. They was talking about we was talking about the driving the car. The round trip.
Oh, okay. On the airplane. Oh, I got it. Because I was like, no. But I have asked people that, though. That's the first thing I asked in training. So, if they're out of town, do they have to pay for the airfare back? That's so funny. I love it. Yes. Thank you, Alexis, for the clarity. LB Alexander said they just bought the Notarize Like a Pro. Congrats and thank you for your purchase, Miss Alexander. If you have any questions, feel free to, at the end of the course, which is very rare, feel free to email us. But I appreciate the purchase, and I know you're going to do well, okay? Then June says, I know that's right, I charge $50 post service. Yes. And think about that hospital fee, Ms. June. We talked about that. I know I'm giving you more pushback because I still think sometimes, and you got to look at your area too in totality, everything. Marcel the notary in Conyers. I'll let her tell you in the chat where she's from, Miss Kimberly, because I don't want to disclose her personal business, okay? If she wants to share that with you, she can. TT Shara says you're welcome. What's her Facebook? What's her name in Facebook? Marcel is in Facebook, so just put Marcel, you'll find her. She is in Facebook. She is one of our original people. Is there a bundle package for Notarize Like a Pro in translation? There is not, but all the courses are on sale for 60% off. Coupon code is WIN23, WIN23, okay? And we are going to head out. Alexis Patricia says she's going to email you. And is there a charge for the basic notary training? Yes. Everything has a slight fee to it, Miss Indigo. So check out the website, notaryeducatorsllc.com, and choose what's best for you, okay? We have live training and self-paced, and right now everything is on sale. I think the last live class for this month is going to be on Sunday with Angela. So please check it out. In the meantime, guys, we're going to say goodnight because I've kept you guys way longer than I planned to. Alexis, would you like to say goodnight?
Yes, good night, and we will see you all soon. Hopefully, y'all have an update on our next meetup.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us this evening, for your patience through my tickle in my throat and my oatmeal ice cream. On behalf of Notary Educators, Notary Life with Kimmi, and also Healthy Life with Kimmi, if you didn't hear about my new channel, it's been our pleasure, guys. We wish you all much success. Bye, baby. Good night, y'all. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.